Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
On first down, it's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Now he'll be marked down at the... With such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Gibbs. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
When you get that close to the goal line, you can't give up yardage that easily. You might have just given up a great opportunity to score 6 points.
Hold on. Check.
Goff now looks to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
At the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Goff. Forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
4 now. Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead.
No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0.
Packers nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves you.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Packers.
Jaden Reed, 83 yards. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break. If this...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his first rushing touchdown of the year.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
You talk about this Lions defense.
Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
First down, going to the air with Love. This one swung out here to Jones.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 45-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Second down and 6 now.
Blue striker.
Love. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones,
55 yards.
and the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jet and get things going in their direction? Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On 1st and 10, Love. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Let's go. And the Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The Packers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Drill green. Blaster, stay.
Love now. They're going right back to Hamler. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Green Bay.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Red, Cypher.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
And inside give to Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Red, yellow. Needle blue. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. Flush to his right.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive. They helped themselves out.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's gone.
He wants Reynolds way downfield.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
$13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
1st down, Love to pass. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Ready, break.
2nd and 7. In motion left, that's Reed.
Field, black. Green jack.
Love now on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 28-24 game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they earned the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This one from 35 yards away. And this one is right through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A throw by Love, taken in by Watson.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Drill 52. Blue stripe.
They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up second down.
At the Lions' 27-yard line.
Black Ultra.
Caught on the right side, Reed. And I think the ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield. And they capture him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11 from the end zone. Gone.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Going for 3rd down.
he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he will push forward and pick up the first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold it with just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Gone. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up one first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line, but not much happened after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Oh, he fakes a spike. Flushed out right.
And this is going to work. It's caught.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. And quickly they get to the line. Off-play action. Here's Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Another run for Gibbs here. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now Goff on third and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on fourth and goal. They go ahead and snap it. Goff buying time to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are right back in this football game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Open man down the field is Henry. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this season because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
97.
They'll send Watson in motion right.
Red, cycle. Red, yellow.
Now a second down throw for Love here. This one swung out here to Jones. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Now Love. Wide open receiver complete. That's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's second down and 3. Now gone. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Lucas Van Ness in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just kind of wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he can just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a fourth down.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. Here's first down. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, they'll come up now. This is second and long.
Black shot. Seal. Black. Ready?
Love. They'll complete this one to Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson, 28 yards. And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up first and 10 here. Now it's gone. St. Brown on the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up now on second down. Goff now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, I'm also surprised when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well. Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Here's first and 10. Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
He's back to throw. That is caught by Laporta. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Escaping the pressure right. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
38.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Ready.
This is 1st and 10.
Green jack. Slide blue. White. White. Go pink.
One last shot now for Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Green Bay, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.